Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 BC High School Track and Field Championships. We're coming to you from the beautiful stadium at Langley. Wonderful facility, excellent weather to start off the day. My name is Roy Boss, and I'm here with Andrew Boss, and we'll be doing the broadcast for the next 3 days. We look forward to it. We're going to get into the action right away with the 1,500-meter junior girls steeplechase. There are two sections in this race. First section, Anastasia Bogus, New West High, Regan Van Vliet, Kitsilano, Anna Methner from White Rock Christian, Callum McNeil, Charles Best, Clara France, Don Ross Middle School, Tiva Kovacic Chan, Windermere, Madison Denode, Robert A. McNath, Rosalie Ruvalcaba, St. John Paul II Academy, Kamora Piper, Robert Bateman, Jordan Liao, White Rock Christian, Avery Beck, Oak Bay, Laura Brandt, Maya Francoeur, St. Thomas More, Kobe Campbell, Nanaimo Christian, Anastasia Prochnow, MEI, and Zoe Burnett from Okanagan Mission. Early leader appears to be Laura Brandt, Maya Francoeur from St. Thomas More.
Yeah, she's off to a great start with already quite a bit of a bigger lead from the rest of the pack already.
She comes in with the fastest seed time in this grouping. And she was the champion from Fraser Valley North. My apologies, she was second place in the Fraser Valley North. Well, we couldn't have asked for better conditions today. This is ideal. Girls are now heading into the water jump. Nothing like a cold bath first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's great. I feel like every year at the BC High Schools we seem to get near to perfect weather. So if it maintains over the weekend, we're going to get some very fast times.
That's Jordan Liao, White Rock Christian, right behind her. Callum McNeil from Charles Best. Very quickly, these two have turned it into a two-woman race. That is Kamora Piper from Robert Bateman at Abbotsford sitting in third place. And our two leaders are really starting to open things up. Callum McNeil from Charles Best is now taken over the lead. Laura Brandt, Maya Francoeur from St. Thomas More still sitting in second. The distance is opening up a bit, but she's still very much in contention with just over 2 laps remaining. The facility here in Langley is just absolutely outstanding. It's been the host of this meet for many years and was the host of the Senior National Championships 2 years ago.
Yeah, they have their signature blue track. They've made a lot of great improvements over the last couple of years, so it's great that they're able to hold this meet here year over year. Always fast times here on this track, so expect more from that.
Yeah. And Callum McNeil from Charles Best now opening up even more of a lead, coming out of the water jump. We just saw Anastasia Bogus from New West in the orange jersey going over the water jump. The girls are heading into their bell lap. That is our leader, Callum McNeil, Charles Best. And 1 lap remaining. It's always interesting to see a lot of different styles going over the steeplechase barrier. Basically, the rules are simple. You have to go over it. You can put your foot off and jump over. You can hurdle. You can vault it with your hands. The only thing you can't do is go under or around.
Oh, I didn't realize you could actually use your hands. That's an interesting.
Yeah.
Would be an interesting technique. Quite a grueling race, though. It's 1,500 meters on its own is already a very difficult race. When you add in a couple barriers every 100 meters, it's a very, very gruesome race. So,
yeah, and then the water jump, of course, you're going to be soaking wet right from the start.
Yeah, the best technique with the steeplechase when you hit the water jump is actually to try to not hit the water in any way. You'll notice a lot of these runners will almost do a quick kind of catapult just before they go off, just to make sure that they're able to clear that water pit as much as possible.
The water pit is sloped, so right at the far edge it's just inches deep, and then further back it's a little heavier. And here comes our leader. This is Callum McNeil from Charles Best. She came into this heat with one of the top 3 fastest seed times, and she is going to take this heat easily. Once again, this is a time final. Here she comes, and rounding the corner now, she'll be coming into view in a moment, will be Laura Brandt Maya Francoeur from St. Thomas More, and then Anastasia Bogus from New West will take third. There's Francoeur finishing. Anastasia Bogus coming across the line in third place. And they all came in more or less with their seed times.
Some great finishes from the rest of the runners there.
Very close all in all. There were 15 competitors in that race. And of course it is a time final, so we'll have to compare their times to the next grouping. The record for this event is 5:06:36, set back in 2015 by Georgia Ginther from Earl Marriott in the Fraser Valley. That's a pretty strong record. That will be a difficult one for these girls to challenge.
It's always interesting that the BC High School has seen some of these records that have been kind of long-standing versus some that have been a lot more recent. Last year the winner in this race was pretty close to around a 5:12, so kind of getting close to that. But yeah, definitely a fast time to be chasing during these finals.
I was delving into the history of the meet the other night, and the oldest meet record is from 1971. That was the fourth year that this meet was held. It started in 1968. Shot put record.
Wow.
Incredible. And another record from back in the 1970s was in the hammer throw as well. So some of these records have been a long time standing. Getting ready now to start the second heat.
All right, in Heat 2, we have Frankie Johnston from Valley View Secondary. We have Ember Smith, Revelstoke Secondary, Catherine Kennedy from R.A. McNath, Avery Watson, White Rock Christian. We have Via Fitzpatrick from Rockbridge Secondary, Leah Robinson, R.E. Mountain Secondary, Amabel Chow, Kitsilano Secondary, Stella Nadler from Kahiri Secondary, Linky Rath from Kamloops Christian School, Juliette Lavac from Alpha Secondary, Alice Barton, Crofton House School, Lucy Orr from MEI, Maya Pysick from Mosscrop Secondary, Elsa Rahim from Vancouver Tech, Eva Patash from Semiahmoo Secondary, and Megan James from John Barsby. So we have 16 athletes in this race, and this is Section 2 time finals of the Junior Women's 1,500 meter steeplechase. And actually, this race was won last year by Lanky Rath, so she's back, hoping to defend her time from last year as well.
Now in the first lap, we can see them coming around the corner. They are able to avoid the water jump.
Yep, they get to skip that water jump for the first lap, so they're able to kind of get that speed and momentum going.
And the leader right now is Linky Rath from Kamloops Christian, hoping to defend her title. Looks like Leah Robinson from Lucy Orr from MEI, sitting in second place, I believe.
Yeah, moving at a very quick pace down that backstretch. Clearing the barriers very smoothly. You can tell they've been practicing their rhythm and kind of maintaining that momentum as they're going through this.
I won't say it's a common thing, but surprisingly, a lot of steeplechase runners started off as hurdlers, and you can tell the ones that have had some hurdling background. This is Linky Rath and Kamloops Christian in the lead still.
Lucy Orr still sitting in second there.
She is from MEI.
That's Annabelle Chow currently sitting in third as well, followed closely by Megan James in fourth from John Barsby.
Saw Linky Rath running last weekend at the Cheetahs Invitational in Coquitlam and did very well there. You're absolutely right what you said earlier. This is a grueling race.
I think it's good that they're doing this earlier in the day so it doesn't getting too hot for them. Clearing that barrier with about 600 to go.
Yeah, Linky Rath is really opening up her lead. And she is again from Kamloops Christian. And here she comes around the corner. She has just over 1 lap remaining. See her hurdling form. Going over the barrier. And still sitting in second is Lucy Orr from MEI, and in third place, Annabelle Chow. 1 lap remaining.
Pretty close race for fourth. There's a big group kind of bunched together there as well.
But yeah, this race clearly belongs to Linky Rath. We can see her on the back stretch with 300 meters to go. She looks to be pretty much untouchable at this time. The battle is still on for second and third. It looks like Annabelle Chow from Kitsilano has now moved into second. Linky Rath has a very healthy lead, just heading into the final water jump now. And she's over. Didn't seem to falter at all, and now she's heading into the home stretch. That is Annabelle Chow. We saw her just coming into view at the water jump, but here's our leader, Linky Rath from Kamloops Christian. Annabelle Chow, we see coming down the straight, turning up the heat. And we have a new third place.
It's Catherine Kennedy.
Catherine Kennedy from R.A. McNath. Moved into third with a late surge. Very excellent finish. Came on really strongly.
And that's Leah Robson as well. sprinting down, coming in fourth at the end there.
Good finish. These girls finishing very strongly. That was a great race. So good for Linky Routh. Once again, the record is 5:06:36. 10-year-old record now, set back in 2015.
So we'll just wait for the official results to show up there to see what that final time was. But from up here, it looked very fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think the record is in any jeopardy there, but still a very, very good race by these girls.
Wow, and that was a 5:09 winning time, which is actually pretty close to that record. So she was...
yes, 3 seconds. Wow. Yes, seed times can be very deceiving. None of these girls were listed coming into this event as the anywhere close to that record, and the heat of competition, the adrenaline and everything, and she was just 3 seconds away from what is a very, very good record.
And that was Chow coming through in second at a very fast time as well, 5:17:13. So some very fast times for these girls.
Yeah, great way to start the day. An excellent race. And after that great start to the day, we're now moving on to the junior men's 1500, and this is also a time final. 16 athletes have qualified for the first round and 16 in the second round. And here's our group. Eric Boileau from R.A. McNath, Quinn Coleman, Windsor, Tommy Reed, Nechako Valley, Jason Wang, Semiahmoo, Ryan France, Houston, Francisco Alvarado from St. John Paul II Academy, Alex Manzuk from George Eliot in the Okanagan, Jaden Lowe, BC Christian Academy in Port Coquitlam, Sanjong Mishra, R.E. Mountain, Matthew Fandrich, Pacific Academy, Kaylin Conklin from Riverside Secondary, Oliver Sinclair, Nanaimo Christian, Gabe Allen, Belmont, Oliver Kim, Esquimalt, Jared Roberts, West Side, and Simon McCutcheon from Point Grey Secondary. We can see the lineup there. Great camera angle. And they're off, and as in the girls' race, they skip the water jump on their first lap. Try and give you a reading on who the leaders are as they come around.
A few athletes have already taken it out quite strongly over that first corner, wanted to get that position and taking that initiative there.
That is Caleb Isaac from White Rock Christian, who is their early leader. Sorry, my mistake. Looking at the wrong heat sheet here. Sorry, Kaylin Conkin from Riverside Secondary in Port Coquitlam.
Jared Roberts from Westside sitting closely in second there as well, but the pack is still pretty tight here. Yeah, all clearing the steeples pretty, see some pretty good technique out there.
That's right. One of the keys to success in this race is being aggressive at the barriers. I see quite often maybe athletes who've not done the event very often might stutter step a little bit going up and, of course, lose some time. And others will accelerate as they're heading into it. Same with the water jump. Yes. Acceleration is important there. You want to get a good push.
Yep, good steeple technique can make or break, or can win races, win and lose races.
That is Quinn Coleman from Windsor, who's now moved into the lead. Jared Roberts from Westside holding down second.
There's also Eric Boulot from Sir Alexander.
Yeah, and Gabe Allen from Belmont Secondary right up there with the leaders as well. Kind of separated a group of 8 runners. Has separated themselves a little bit.
Yeah, it's still anyone's race, though. We still have 2 laps to go. And once again, this is a timed final, so they will be racing up against Section 2 coming up shortly after this race, so time is very important in these races.
Okay, we have a new athlete taking over the lead. That's Gabe Allen from Belmont Secondary. Really accelerated there in the backstretch and accelerated into the water jump.
Jared Roberts still sitting in second, followed closely by Quinn Coleman and Eric Boulot as well. That's Kaylin Conkin and Oliver Sinclair sitting closely in 4th and 5th as well. Still a very tight race, though.
Yeah, Jared Roberts from Westside Secondary right up there as well. It's going to be an interesting finish. This is the bell lap. And very much anybody's race. And let's see, we can't quite tell from here who's challenging for the lead, but he had a good acceleration over the barrier.
It's still anyone's race. Wow. Coming up 200 to go. Some athletes starting to make a bit of a move there.
Five guys, 200 meters to go. Still very much in contention here. If I were a betting man, I would not bet on this race. Jared Roberts from Westside, I believe. And here they come. Jared Roberts with the lead, and this is going to be a real battle now. Gabe Allen from Belmont. And couldn't quite tell who was charging at the end, but very, very close for second and third. We're going to have to wait to see the results in that one.
Yeah, it looks like Oliver Sinclair had a fantastic sprint at the end. I think just clinching second or third there.
Yes, he might have caught Gabe Allen there at the end, but we'll have to wait and see in that. Another great race, very competitive.
Still one more on the
And the times will come up in just a moment here. All the athletes waiting at the end of the race to shake hands with each other, and that's okay, and it is Roberts, our winner, in 4:43, sorry.
Sinclair in second at 4:49, so a very fast time as well. So that's Roberts, Sinclair, and Bulow in third and 4:49 as well. Allen coming through in fourth, so a very tight finish at the end there.
I just started to mention there that one thing that's really cool about track and field is the sportsmanship we see. The athletes, especially in the distance races, always wait until the last competitor crosses the line and encourage everybody. So there's a lot of camaraderie there. So now we, now we move on to the second heat of this time final.
All right, in this section we have Eames Kim from Hansworth Secondary, Cohen Kissman from Kelowna Secondary, Daniel Zhang from Elgin Park Secondary. William Steiger from MEI, Braylon Thiessen from MEI as well, Colton Sutherland, Elkford, Griffin Morse from Quaquallum Secondary, Muhanad Aboalaka from Westview Secondary, Ashton Berghammer from White Rock Christian, Theo DeFelice Onion from Mount Douglas Secondary, we have Caleb Isaac from White Rock Christian, Park Siemens from MEI, Mahai Marwa from RE Mountain Secondary, Taryn Kang from Credo Christian Schools, Jackson Nessman from Seaquam, and Coltier Sieben from Kelowna Secondary. So we have 16 athletes in this race in Section 2 of the Junior Men's 1,500-meter steeplechase final. So once again, this is a final. And it's great. We have 3 athletes from MEI. A good distance program there, showcasing.
Leading time in this group is Park Siemens from MEI with a 4:36. Very fast time, followed closely by Caleb Isaac from White Rock Christian at a 4:44. Also, Colter Sieben from Kelowna has a 4:44 coming into this. And the race is on. Very fast pace to start off with.
That's Eames Kim taking out the very early lead, separating himself from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to make a statement early. And the rest of the pack is very tightly bunched.
Colton Sutherland moving into second there. From Elkford. Muhanad Abalaka from Westview sitting in third there, but there's a big group of athletes right there. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so moving well as a group there.
Really opened it up there, but there's also the pack is starting to surge, trying to rein him in.
All right, so coming up to the first water jump.
Now things are really tightened up a bit.
Eames Kim still leading the pack there, followed closely by Park Siemens and Cohen Kisman from Kelowna Secondary as well.
Park Siemens from MEI has the fastest seed time, so he'll be looking to make a move pretty soon, I'm sure. 2 laps remaining now. Park Siemens nesting quite nicely in second place there. This is going to be a very competitive finish, I'm sure. 600 meters to go. Nobody clearly taking charge yet. You can see Park Siemens there in the sunglasses right up there. Cohen Kisman from Kelowna has now moved into a slight lead. Colter Sieben also moving up now. He's 2 Kelowna athletes sitting in second and third. And now these 3 athletes have really separated themselves.
technique is looking very good over those steeples. But we can see that Siemens starting to move away, slightly out there in the blue. But Kissman followed very closely. And Sieben as well, still anyone's race coming up to this last steeple.
Right, a real battle. Park Siemens from MEI still hanging on to that lead. I think he's going to hold on. He's very strong over the hurdle. Oh, we've got a challenge happening here. This is going to be tight. Can he hold him off? And he does. So it is going to be Park Siemens, Coulter Sieben, and Cohen Kissman Kelowna taking second and third. Excellent finish. I think we're going to have a pretty fast time there. The record here is 4:22.93, set by Zach Wyatt from RE Mountain.
Yeah, it looks like they came through in about 4:29, so a very fast time, which is, I think, pretty consistent with what it was won with last year. So anytime you're coming through under 4:30 in this race is an exceptional time.
Going back to Zach Wyatt from RE Mountain, he was one of two twins, and he and his brother kept taking turns, finishing first and second in just about every race they competed in. And I believe they went southern United States on a track scholarship.
Into reset or stay here?
Yeah, the high 4:20s, so the record was not threatened, but still a very, very good time. 4:22 is a pretty solid record.
It's a very fast time, yeah. But that does wrap up the 1,500-meter steeplechase finals for the junior girls and boys. We will expect to see the 2,000-meter steeplechase finals on Friday for the senior boys and girls. So a great way to start the meet.
Now there'll be a brief pause in the action while we get ready for the 400-meter heats. And we have quite a long list of athletes there. There are going to be 3 heats, it looks like, for each age group. And what we'll